Oh shoot, hold on. This ain't working. What? I'll start talking just so you don't think I'm ignoring you. What's up, homies? Alright, we messed up the initial live. I had programmed it way earlier today to schedule it for 7, and then I was coming on right now a little earlier. And then I screwed that up. But again, life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. So make sure you always have it dialed into horizontal mode. Double check that. Anyways, we're out here. One thing that I learned from yesterday's upload is I gotta keep the pace moving. I have to keep them close to like 45 minutes because I still have to go take a shower, have dinner, pillow talk with my hot Latina wife. It's a beautiful thing. So I I can't let this spill out of my plate. I have a plate. There's only so much space in my plate. I could stack. So I have my workout and I'm stacking a live. But I can't have it spread to where it takes up more of the plate real estate, and then something falls over, like my shower, the quality of my shower, the quality of my dinner, the quality of my pillow talk. So I got to make sure that I can stack stuff, but I cannot separate it. So I got to keep this down under, or I should say close to 45 minutes, definitely not past an hour like I did yesterday. Today what we're going to be talking about is self-improvement is actually working. That was today's video that I did up on just a regular video that I did on YouTube, not a live, just a regular video. And gotta make sure I also post that on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I pretty much just vlogging my whole day on my stories. Basically, we get to kick it all day long in my stories. If you're in here, drop a like, say what's up in the chat. That way I can get used to reading the chat. And then, what is it? Identify yourself. Who's kicking it here with me right now? So yeah, today's topic we're going to be touching on is how self-improvement, or actually self-improvement, self-development is actually working for me. In the meantime, I'll be getting in tonight's round 2 workout. Round 1 was push-ups in the darkness of the morning, cardio in the middle of the day. I went for a 2-mile walk with my pack, my dogs, and my ladies. And then this is my 2.0 workout. So I'm on a lunch deficit. I skipped lunch. I just posted that on my stories right now. So the only thing right now I have as far as nutrition is I had a protein shake in the morning. And then right before this, I had what my current state of pre-workout is, because I'm not having any coffee right now. I had a little piece of cookie about that big. My daughter's baking me cookies right now because she knows that I'm not drinking coffee or pre-workout. So I get to have a little round piece of that, little tiny piece of cookie about the size of a quarter. Had that. So protein shake and a bite-sized piece of cookie, and we're gonna push weight. So we'll see where it goes. Self-improvement is actually working. The 3 things I'm gonna touch on, I touched on them on today's video, which was see if I can remember. It was a P. It started with a P, wasn't it? It was oh my gosh, I'm not gonna let you down. It was what was it? Progress. The other one was self-awareness and goals. Oh, what was the first one? I can check right now, in case I don't remember. Progress. I had replaced it with progress, but it was something else. Let me check. Hold on. I can check real fast. No. Perseverance. 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 Self-awareness. And goals. All right, let's get this first set done. Remember, we gotta keep this definitely under 45 minutes. Because I could get to yapping, that's for sure. So by starting my journey in personal development, I could answer it straight out. Does it work? Does it actually work? Yes, it's actually working for me. And I'm gonna keep it to the real three basic things that really stood out the most when I was thinking about what can I talk about where I don't give a whole string of things to talk about. It was and I just remembered the word. The second one was, and the third one was, no, I'll get it. It was perseverance. Of course, it was perseverance. It was, the second one was self-awareness. And the third one was goal setting. Talk about perseverance real quick. And I should get a timer out here. That'll help out quite a bit too. Perseverance. Perseverance to me, I talked about it before. It's a blessing and a curse. Because I'll go. When I'm interested in something, I'll just go. It doesn't matter whether I'm losing at it, whether if I love it, if it's something that I'm interested in at that moment, there's just from the moment I wake up till I'm falling asleep at the station doing that thing that I wanted to do. And that's been like that since I was a little kid. From skateboarding to freaking breakdancing to freaking bike riding to drawing to fucking, graffiti art, airbrushing, customizing my truck, anything that I was passionate about, I had the perseverance. You messed up, wow, you're really not giving up, you're still on that. DJing, MCing, opening a DJ business, being an entrepreneur, I've never quit. Just go, 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 go. I say it's a blessing and a curse when you don't add this thing that I learned when I was taught through personal development. Like, no, you gotta have perseverance. Like, I already got that. Let me dig in here a little bit more. Maybe I'm not doing something right. And through personal development is where I learned self-improvement. I'll call them both, but it's the same thing. That not only do you need to persevere, meaning go harder, don't quit when shit gets hard. But, bro, check for progress. That was the thing I learned through personal development. All the exercises that they give you to self-improve, to become better. One of the things was perseverance. Oh, you're gonna learn how to persevere. Bitch, I already know how to persevere. So I went down that rabbit hole, and then I learned, you've been persevering for how many years? Years, decades, and how much progress have you made? What do you mean progress? I'm older. Yeah, but what are your receipts? God, I don't quit even when it gets difficult. Yeah, you're supposed to. Where's your receipts? Where's your prizes? Where's your trophies? Where's your accolades? Where's the stuff that you've accomplished? No one taught you how to check for progress? Bingo, that's what I missed. Personal development taught me to check for progress. I thought I was winning with perseverance. Going in circles is perseverance. I was going in circles for decades. Working hard, falling, getting up, falling, finding another interest, working hard, growing up, finding another interest, working hard, going, quitting. This is never quitting. Just no matter how shitty it gets, I'm still going. Dark, cold, wind, rainy, scars, bleeding. We're going, bitches. We're going. Nothing's stopping us. Are you making progress? Who cares? I'm persevering. But I'm going in circles and wasting time. So one of the things that I learned through personal development is check for progress. And progress happens quick. What about that whole long game thing? You want to go in circles for a long ass game of 50 years? Doesn't feel very good if you're not making major progress. Now, if you're making progress every day, at the end of the day, it's yeah, we moved the needle forward a little bit. 2 days later, oh shit. A week later, oh shit. A month later, dang, okay. Well, no, yeah, I'm not hoping to build this friggin' neighborhood or this big old skyscraper in 3 days, but shit, we're moving things along and we're making progress. Yeah, we're gonna have little bumps in the road up and down. That's where the perseverance kicks in. But if you're continuously checking for progress, and we're going, oh, okay, we've made this much progress. Oh, how long has it been? Maybe 2 weeks? No, it's been 6 years. Not enough progress. Progress happens quick. Don't get it confused with the long game. Oh, this is going to take 10 years. Nah, big things are going to happen in 10 years. Good things are going to happen in a few weeks, a few months, including the ups and downs, which is part of the game, which is the bumps and bruises, what creates the character, the patina. They're like, okay, cool, yeah. the wear and tear that makes it look good. Oh, you're using it, cool, breaking it in, if you will. But you're making significant progress in 3 weeks, 3 months, in a year. Be like, dope. It's just fucking. You've come a long way in a year. That part, progress. I had the perseverance. That was a natural gift that was program. That was a factory setting that I had. But my ass was going in circles forever because I wasn't checking for progress. So what's one of the big things that self-improvement taught me, that I gained from working on self-improvement? I'll tell you at the end, the things that I did was not so much perseverance, because to me that was a factory setting. Hard work just came in my veins. It was the making progress part. Once I learned that, I was like, shit, I'm making progress every day. I have been, once I learned that. In all parts of my life. The 5 pillars, we talked about them here before. Health, internal, external, mental. Wealth, how much you make. More importantly, how much you keep, how much you invest in yourself. Love for self. The first love that you gotta love is yourself. You're an extension, you're a creation, you come from the source of creation. He made us in his similarity. So if you love yourself, you definitely love the source of creation. And guess what? You can give love to your loved ones, because you can't give what you don't have. That's love, health, wealth, love. Spirituality, your understanding of the rules that govern this universe, your relationship with the source of creation. And then lastly, the example that you're being. It's generosity, not just how much you can give monetarily, but what are you giving out as an example? What are you making okay for others to see and be like, oh, it's okay to be grimy. It's okay to always be angry, to be bitter, to be resentful, to be disappointed, to be ungrateful, to not care. Is that the example you're being? That's a low-level example. So you got to be killing it in all 5 parts of your life. That's where perseverance and making progress on persevering to make progress. That's what I learned. First thing that I learned was that. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! That was probably one of the most valuablest things I learned. I don't know if I'm saying that as valuablest things. One of the most valuable things that I learned was to check for progress. And it doesn't take very long to start seeing progress. So one way I see it is fast today. Check what time it is, and you can't have a crumb of food till tomorrow at this time. All liquid, all water. How are you going to feel in 24 hours? Freaking hungry. You're going to feel different. You're going to feel a little weird. That's progress. And it only took 1 day. Thinking, oh, I'm not fast right now. I'll probably see something like in 3 months. Shit. Fast for 72 hours and see how you feel. You'll make hella progress. You'll start rejuvenating cells or whatever happens. I love fasting. I'm hungry all day long. The amount of food I eat every day is just, it's a good feeling. That's what taught me how to check for progress. Don't eat for a day. There's many times throughout the year where it's like, okay, I'll do a 24-hour fast. 0 food for 24 hours. Just water. That's it. It's a reminder on how fast progress could be made. Well, what progress? You get all skinny and you do this? No. Remember, mindset. How do you feel? You'll know some shit's happening all up in your body and beyond, down to the cell level if you don't eat. Within the first few hours, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm hungry. Especially if you're a foodie and that's your vice. Food, that's what you run to when shit doesn't go your way. It's an escape. You'll notice, oh, look at you, you're making progress. It didn't take 10 years. The long game. You want to counter that real fast and know what that should look like? Don't eat for 24 hours and watch what happens. The second thing that we talked about, what was it? Self-awareness. Talk about that after this set. Last set of bench. See, we're moving things along. Practice makes paper. Here we go. Self-awareness. Self-awareness, to know what pillars of my life I was messing up on that I didn't like. Keep it even more basic. What didn't I like about me in my current reality? My real life. You could start off with tangible things. I don't really like my wardrobe. I don't really like my clothes. I don't really like my pockets. I don't like my bank, my wallet. I don't like my bank accounts. I don't like my relationships. Could be a little bit better now that I think about it. And then I was like, wait a minute. I learned through self-improvement. Hey, that's all tangible stuff. There I go trying to. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. What about the three fingers that are pointing back at me when I point that way? Do you like you? We'll start there. Well, I'm cool. I'm nice. No. I stand in front of the mirror right before you take a shower. Do you like the way you look? Well, no. Why are you going any further than that? The outside is a good representation of what's going on inside. So when did I learn that? What did I learn after that? That it's mindset. My habits were creating the way I look. And beyond that, yes, all the tangible stuff, my relationships, my car, my clothes, my bank accounts, my relationships, my love for my loved ones, the example I was being, how generous I was being, that was a result of what's even closer to me, which was my physique, the way I looked. I didn't care about me. I wasn't valuing me. I wasn't grateful for having this body that's allowed me to exist for all the time that I've existed, all the experiences that I've had since the point of conception, plus all the time that I'm going to be allowed to be here from this moment on. The only way I've been able to enjoy it in the past is also going to be the main ingredient for me to be able to enjoy the rest of it, which is this body that the source of creation, God, let me, my being, to experience life. And I'm trashing it. Ever see a little kid that doesn't appreciate the badass toy that their dad gave them, or parents gave them, or grandparents gave them? Not good enough. This bat is not good enough. I wanted the better one. That's what you're doing with your body. If you're not taking care of it, if it's not looking sharp, like it's supposed to, like it was meant to be, you're mistreating it. You're being ungrateful. I'm not telling you. That's what I was telling me. And that's the only thing that's going to work. When somebody else tells you, or I was like, or we even get mad. Why are you telling me? I'm an adult. I don't need to hear it from nobody. Do your job. But what about when you tell yourself? And that's what you've been wanting to tell yourself. Again, that was me. Finally, when I told myself, I was like, I don't like the way this looks. This is how grateful I'm being? Fuck that. Selfish. Why don't you be a little bit more grateful for the toy that you were given to experience life? You're treating it like shit. That was all through self-awareness. And that came through self-improvement, personal development. So what do? How can I change it? Well, then that's when you start going down the rabbit hole and asking the questions. Well, if you change your mindset, you'll start working on your personal rate of vibration. That's all self-improvement talk right there. You start changing your thoughts. You start changing your feelings. You'll start changing your actions. Your actions build your character and create your habits. And your habits, my friend, create your reality. Self-improvement elevated my self-awareness. What don't I like about myself? No, but I have a really good relationship with their family. Like, do they love you or do they tolerate you? They feel sorry for you. They put up with you. They're okay with you and like, oh, look at him. He's always making us laugh and he's funny and he's really super nice. Ay, pobrecito. Yeah, you're all right. Or do you fit in? You fit the piece of the puzzle. Everybody in your circle, your peer group, is all about the same. Some elevating, doing better in one pillar. Others doing better in another pillar. Others really shining over here. But you kind of mix it all together and take a few steps back. Everybody's right there. Where? Mid. Which is why you all tolerate each other. Again, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the old version of me. This is what I learned. This was like, shit. All these folks are tolerating me. including my loved ones, my close circle. What was that? That was all through self-awareness. I started opening my eyes. I started elevating myself. I started changing the way that I looked at things, so the things that I looked at changed. So my self-awareness improved. It got better. Curtains were open, and I was like, nah, I don't want to live like this anymore. I still got a while to go. If I continue to take care of, if I start taking care of myself, I could really live a better life. How? Well, keep on elevating your self-awareness. Keep on working on self-improvement, and watch how things get better. Just how that little tiny moment, that few hours of elevating your self-improvement and elevating, your self-awareness, I was able to see that there was possibility, that there was more, that I wasn't being delusional and thinking that there could be more and I was meant for more. No, that's pre-programmed settings. That's the voice of your conscience telling you, hey, you can be. Stop working with the earthly rules and what society tells you, and start working with elevated universal rules. That's elevating your consciousness. That's elevating your self-awareness. And that's another thing that I learned that worked in improving myself, the self-awareness through self-improvement, through personal development. Let's keep on going. All right, so these are done. Curls are next. You gotta keep it under 45 minutes, remember. I could get to talking, I could gab. I'm passionate about this shit right here. This self-improvement thing, shit. Mainly because it's been working so much in my life. That's why. I'm just sharing it. It's kind of like a tree, someone shared it to me and I was like, well, let me try it. I used my curiosity and my courage, and I was like, oh shit, this worked. I can't keep this to myself. Someone was generous enough to show it to me. I'm gonna teach somebody. And I bet you I started realizing that the person that I learned it from, they didn't come up with it. This is wisdom of the ages. And I was like, oh my God, this is all in many spiritual books, in many religious books, ancient books. You go even into like the tribes and stuff, and teachings and writings that they have. Same rule, different religions. I've compared okay, not much, but kind of like left and right. It's all love. It's all personal development, universal rules, basic stuff, and it improves your life. That's why I love it, because it's a beautiful thing to start improving your life from the core, from in here, starting with the mindset. That's why I have that Mindset Academy I'm trying to put together, because it just starts with the mindset. It's not the workout, it's not the food, it's not the diet, it's not the wake up time, it's not the relationship, it's not the career. That's second, third, fourth, fifth. It starts with changing your mindset, changing the way you look at things, so the things that you look at change, and you start realizing what's important. Number one, the vessel that's allowing you to experience this badass life we get to experience. Fucking go. Sorry, I get a little passionate about it. There we go. I was from the camp of wanting to change. I gotta change my job. I gotta change who I hang out with. I gotta change my business. I gotta change my niche. I gotta start another business. I'm gonna go to this business. I gotta change locations. I need to change my business card. I need to change my phone number. I need to change my car. I need to everything was. I need to change the type of clothes I wear. I need to change my style. I need to change my haircut. I need to change. There was always something out there. I gotta change her, I gotta change him, they need to change. How can I tell them that they need to change? How can I tell her that she needs to change? How can I tell him that he needs to change? Fuck him, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. And I was like, it was always everybody else's fault. Never me. My ego was like, no bro, we're good. We're nice. We try to make people laugh. We're polite. That's not where it's at. I had to change. I had to develop myself. I had to improve myself. Once I started to improve myself, everything started reflecting who I was. The world is a mirror. If you think that person's shitty, that person's shitty, that job is shitty, that business is shitty, that industry's shitty, that government's shitty, this is just a reflection of something about you that you don't like about you. Because once you change you, you start improving you. You see the thing that was shitty is like, it goes from being shitty to, man, that's tough. I hope they figure that out. That's their business. But you don't see it as shitty no more. You just see it as, damn, that's tough, that's a challenge. And you keep on working on yourself. Let that play out unless you have something to do with it and you're able to solve it. But if it's something you have no control of, you'll stop seeing it as shitty and you'll start seeing it as just a tough challenge. Fuck, that's a tough challenge. I'm pray for it, I'm pray over it, I'm sending them good energy, but I'm gonna continue to be the best version of me for my circle, for my people, for my group. If you're getting caught up in all, that family over there, that street over there, that neighborhood over there, that party over there, that group over there, it's just a reflection of something about you that you don't like about you, and the universe is saying, hey bro, here's a mirror, you want to know what you should fix so your life gets better? All these things I'm showing you. Get to work, start doing that personal development work, that inner work, that self-improvement work, and watch how your life starts getting better, which is why it's called self-improvement. You start developing to the version of you that you were meant to be so you could respect and admire yourself. Once I started doing that self-improvement work, that inner work, me working on me, doing the tough work to me, fuck trying to change anybody else. That's not my job. But I gotta put in 100% work on me. I started doing that. Like I said, my self-awareness went up and instantly started seeing improvement. Within hours of me starting to change myself, I was like, oh shit, this shit's working. This personal development work, the self-improvement work, fuck yeah, it does. Let's go. Set number 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, longer with us, but he continues to provide value in my life for sure. He says it really clear. I could hear it in his very unique voice. In order for things to change for you, you need to change. That blew my mind when I heard it. I was like, nah, man, but see, all those people are all fucked up. It ain't me. But I'll be the first one to tell you right here with 100% true that once I started to change, yeah, it was a trip. It was almost, I don't want to use, but it sounds like, almost like, dang, come on. That almost seems magical. It almost seems like you giggle, like, fuck. I start getting better. I start working on me. I start doing the hard work. And people around me start to change. My loved ones start to change. That's what I wanted you to do all along. I wanted you to be that way. I wanted you to stop being that way. I wanted you to start doing this. That's what I would have liked for you to do. But once I started to work on me and doing the inner work with me, doing the hard work with me, all the things that I wanted my people to do, the people around me, my loved ones, they automatically started doing it. That's that whole reflection thing. So what did I see in them now? My reflection. I started seeing goodness in them. Instead of seeing the whining, bitching, and complaining that I would see on them, I started seeing their values, started seeing their progress, started seeing, hey, you're doing it. Hey, that's what, I saw your potential and you're doing it now. It was all a reflection of me. God was saying, source of creation, infinite intelligence was like, hey, look, son, here's your reflection. You're doing good. You're working on you. You're working on getting to your full potential. I knew your potential. Remember, I made you. I knew you before you knew you. Hello. So I'm just reflecting onto you with situations, groups of people, and people around you. That's why the world is a mirror. It's not a window. It's a reflection of something about you that you either A, don't like, or when you start liking your mirror, it's a reflection of things about you that you admire and you respect. That's it. Under 45 minutes, let's go. That's the goal. We're live. Fucking day 4, I think, of live. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Third set still fail. I failed at that one. 20. Woo! Pump. Next week, cheeks. All right. Let's see what's next. Oh, the last one. How long have we been going? 32 minutes. Okay, cool. Sweet cheeks, say hi. So we talked about number 1, perseverance, that I realized that I wasn't making progress. Self-awareness, knowing about you, what you need to improve on, being real to yourself, elevating your self-awareness, awareness of you. Shit, where am I not doing good from the 5 pillars of life? And don't be delusional. Love ain't lies. You gotta be honest with you. That's where, like, being authentic with yourself. Quit bullshitting yourself. If you find yourself acting a different way everywhere you go, oh, when I'm at work, I act a certain way. Oh, when I'm out in public, I act, when I'm with my kids, I act some way. When I'm not with my kids, I act a certain way. When I'm with my wife at home, I act another way. When I go to my in-laws, when I go here, when I go, you're always a different person. You're just a big fat liar. You're not being authentic. Be who you are true. And if you don't like who you are, change it. Change it to be the authentic you, the real you, and carry yourself as such everywhere you go. And that's when you're going to start respecting yourself, because you're being true to who? The most important person to you that should be you. Now, the last one, before we get into the set, is goals. Ooh, did I start learning about goals once I started working on personal development. The initial idea with goals was like, yeah, make them. Oh, man. Pen to pay, I started going to towns. Car this, house this, vacations this, money this, Rolex that. All kinds of diamonds this, bags this for my wife. Anything she wants, spoiling her, whatever she wants. Fuck yeah, buying this, buying that. But you couple that with low self-awareness and not checking for progress, a few decades can go by and you ain't gonna have shit. I can tell you what was happening to me. Here we go, dips. 1, 2. Whew. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So what happened with goal setting? I was doing goals, the vision boards, the goals in the morning, rewrite your goals at night. I have yellow pads of rewriting the goals, and reading them out loud, having the top 5 goals written on Post-its on my dashboard in the mirror. First thing in the morning, I would read them, record them, play them, you name it. A very goal setting, life improvement book or seminar or thing that's out there, I did it. But does self-improvement work? Does personal development work? Does elevating your self-awareness work? Does making progress work? Yes, it does. Because now I started like, hey, wait a minute. It's been a couple weeks. That whole mansion thing, that whole freaking Ferrari Lamborghini thing seems so far away. What am I doing? I started asking questions. What am I doing? I haven't gotten, I don't feel like I've gotten any closer. And of course, you ask and you shall receive. Again, part of self-improvement. You elevate your mindset. You elevate your personal rate of vibration, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your character, your habits go up. You start looking for progress. You start looking for, I got the perseverance, where the fuck's the progress? Because you're looking for it now. So you're asking. What happens when you ask? Well, you get the answer. Like, well, wouldn't I have gotten the answer before? No, because you were a low-level person with low-level self-awareness. So you were ungrateful, whiny, bitchy, complaining, victim mindset. You're not ready to get that lesson. But once you start working on personal development, on self-improvement, you elevate your character, you elevate your habits through thoughts, feelings, actions, and personal rate of vibration. Guess what? You're going to be ready because you're doing the hard work. So you're going to get the answer to your question. Why am I not getting closer to my goals? And then it hit, because this is what happened to me. And then it hit. There was this one lesson that I got. It said, your goals are too big. But they always told me to write big-ass goals. Yeah, of course. Write big-ass goals. It's like the top of the ladder. You got this big-ass ladder that's going to go all the way to the top. Like, that's step, we'll call it step 100. You know what step 99 is? Well, I can probably figure it out. Okay, cool. Do you know what step 3 is? No. Do you know what step 1 is? Well, no. I was just looking at step 100. Well, that's right. It turns into a dream because you don't even know how to get there. Let me finish this. I'll make it focus. This is a really good one right here. Goals. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, cool. So you want the Ferrari. You want the badass fucking Cullinan. You want the badass fucking, even like a heavily modified Supra. I'm a Toyota guy. I love Toyotas. I want a heavily modified, brand new, fuck yeah, brand new Supra. From the dealer, already like the top-notch one that comes from Toyota. From there to the best custom shop. I want it heavily modified, 100% street legal, like 1% under emissions and all the CHP shit and all that. Just 1% be legal. Like, get it down to the wire where I get questioned and pulled over all the time, but it passes emissions always. Any questionable shit down to the freaking caliper to measure how low it is or whatever bullshit that is required in California. I want it legal, but I want it as heavy modified as possible. I want it flatbed from the dealer to the fucking custom shop. Like, okay, cool. Those are fucking great goals and everything. But bring it back to a goal that's in that direction that you could accomplish in the next 3 months. I never put times on my goal. This is something I learned. Again, why? I'm talking about that same subject, this personal development work, the self-improvement work. Yeah, I learned this through personal development. I learned this through self-improvement. The goal, the heavily modified Supra. Another, like I said, I'm a Toyota guy. I want fucking Tundra, brand new, heavily modified, huge ass rims, like 26-inch rims with tiny ass 4x4, like knobby mud tires. Yeah, I'm that guy. The I made a truck. Hella lifted, hella sound system. I even want to go 80s and put the freaking bed that has the fucking hydraulics on the bed. I ain't gonna dump shit out of that bed, but it just looks cool. Why? Because I love attention and I miss having the attention. So, anyways, but that's out there, right? And after that, you got the fucking Cullinan, the Lambos, all the fucking exotics. Yeah, I want all those, of course. But I was taught and I learned that. What about the today goal that you could accomplish like in 3 months? Well, what can I accomplish in 3 months? Well, what about having having a color correction on your 4Runner, your 25-year-old 4Runner? Having someone who knows about paint. You already got a quote. It said $500. A hella detail. The guy comes to the pad, redoes as best as he could to the OG paint. You're gonna maybe carbon fiber, wrap the hood in the faux carbon fiber. Let's say another $150. Let's just say a solid 700. You think you could put together $700 in the next 3 months to have that fully detailed, smelling, brand new floor mats? Yeah, okay. So that's in 3 months. What can you do this month? Well, shit, it's the first of the year. What can I do in this month that's Ferrari, Supra, Tundra, current date, 25-year-old Toyota related? I can make sure that I always have an air freshener in it. Always. $6 for a double pack of air freshener that you love how it smells. Can you make sure that it's always like swept? Can you always have a little dust rag right there, so every morning when you come in, you dust the dash and you dust the little steering column, there's absolutely no dust? Can you make sure that it always smells good? It's always vacuumed, or like I said, brushed off. There's zero trash, zero wrappers, little protein bottles. Nothing's there. Nothing from last night is there. So every time you come in the morning, the inside's freaking clean and looking sharp. Yeah, I could do that. That's step one. That's gonna make you feel good. It's like, oh shit, that's right. And it's in the direction, that's the part that tripped me out the most. And that's just directly connected to the biggest one. The Lambo, the Cullinan, the Ferrari, all the other exotics that I don't even know how to pronounce, that I love. And you take a few steps in, maybe that's step 100. What would be step 50? The heavily modified brand new Supra, the heavily modified Tundra. Shoot, anything else? The fucking G-Wagon, a little bit past that, but before the Ferrari. Okay, you bring it closer. Brand new wrap on the Toyota 25-year-old 4Runner. Oh shit, that could happen in like 6 months. I should go price that. Maybe in the next year, maybe in the next 2 years. I don't know. But it's in the direction. What can I do today? Well, I give you my word that if you go open the door right now, there's no trash in my 4Runner, and it smells like freaking Gain, because I got fresh air fresheners, and I took out the trash and I dusted this morning with the freaking little fiber towel that cleans up all the dirt. I am taking step one. I am taking step 1 and 2. My shit's always clean, it's always washed, it always smells good, there's no trash in it, it's inviting. And I put my dogs in it every day. But it smells good. That's what I learned by doing self-improvement and personal development. That in goals, you set the big goal, but what are the little goals that are in direct direction to the big goal that you can do today? And then what's that goal that's in the same direction of that big goal that you think you can accomplish, you're pretty sure you can accomplish in 3 months? Not that you're putting a date on your goal. Don't ever do that, Albert. It's like, okay, but just for the sake of the context and sake of what can I do in 3 months? Well, can I get it detailed? I think so. At the very least, just the interior or exterior, but I'll work hard. I'll see what I can do in the next 3 months. For sure, I could do daily, which is making sure that it's clean, it smells good, there's no trash, it's always washed. And that's what I learned in regards to goal setting. But by putting in the work, inner work, personal development, self-improvement. So does it work? Fuck yeah, it does. I learned that about my goals. My goals were too big. They were past goals. They were considered dreams. How are you gonna do it? I don't know. Then you're just dreaming. What about if I do keep it clean? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, it's always clean, it's always sharp. I feel good. I feel good about myself because my 25-year-old truck is always clean. There's no trash. The floor mats, the OG ones got replaced. I got some badass new ones I got. The vintage Toyota look, that'd be dope. Had the logo, the little 3 fucking flags, make it look cool. Maybe get the Apple Music head unit. Get the original head unit, take it out because it just doesn't work. That'd be dope. My lady could listen to her oldies in there again. Dope. A little fucking, upgrade the sound system maybe. That's something that I'm getting a little more into details about that, but that's all in direction to what? Is the 25-year-old truck the end goal? No. the heavily modified brand new Supra is, the heavily modified Tundra is, the G-Wagon, the Ferrari, the Bentley, the Cullinan, and all that shit. But it starts with what can I accomplish, the steps that I can grab onto today and tomorrow that are in line with that. Another quick example is like, I want to be able to see my abs. Like, tomorrow? Like, no, Dick. So what are you doing today? How are you going to see your abs? I'm not sure. Surgery? Like, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's fucking genius. But if you don't know how to handle them, you're going to lose them like that. Why don't we start by, what can you do today? Start tracking my food. Start eating less. Start exercising every day. You string a day like that together with the next, with the next, with the next, with the next. In 6-8 months, I started seeing my abs. I was like, what? This is something I've never seen. It wasn't with the end goal. It was the work that you could do right now. The baby goals that you could, I know I could accomplish that. Can you think you'd be able to exercise every single day and track your food every single day for the next 3 months? Yeah. Okay. Well, then do that 4 times and you'll be able to see your abs. Oh, shit. See how it becomes more obtainable? And that's what I learned about goal setting by putting in the work to self-improvement, to personal development. Goes back to my original answer. Does personal development work? Yes. Does self-improvement work? Does self-improvement work? Yes, it does. But you gotta do it. Anybody who hasn't done it would think like, oh yeah, that's like wishful thinking. Let me guess, law of attraction. Your peer group is not the right group. You're not you're throwing your pearls to the pigs. You're not talking the right language to the right people. Talk to someone that's been doing it. Talk to someone that's how they gain, that's how they're making progress. That's how they're getting closer to their goals. Could be someone who just recently started, me. Talk to someone who's been way ahead, that used personal development to get to where he or she wanted to go. And you can start talking about, hey, does this personal development stuff work? To be like, fuck yeah, it does. Hey, what about when they start making fun of that law of attraction? Law of attraction is the basic golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Well, who am I treating? The world, the universe. If you treat yourself right, what are you showing? Gratitude. So what's the universe going to show you? Gratitude. You treat yourself right, what are you going to do? The way you do anything is the way you do everything. You're going to start treating everybody else. You're starting with yourself. You're going to start treating everybody else with gratitude, love. How are they going to start treating you? The universe. Starting with thy neighbor or your loved one, your spouse. You start treating yourself right, you're going to start treating them right. They're going to start treating you right. It's the snowball effect. You want to build a shitty snowball, or you want to build a disciplined, loving, abundant snowball? The choice is up to us. All that comes with the personal development work. All that comes with the self-improvement work, which goes back to my original answer, the self-improvement work. Fuck yeah, it does. The personal development work. Hell yeah, it does. But very little people do it. Why? Because it's difficult. It's the hard way. It's picking up a heavy-ass cross and going up a steep-ass hot hill. People making fun of you, laughing at you, spitting at you. It's a hard walk of life. It's a hard way of living. But then in the personal development world, in the self-improvement world, it's how it goes. Live your life hard so life could be easier. We got some comments in this bitch. Let's see what we got going on here. How do we read these? Let's see. They always disappear. I just say hi. I don't want to show the chat. Yeah. Welcome to live chat. Let me see it. How do you keep the chats on here? Oh no, what did I do? All messages are visible. Yes, please. What happened there? Top some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. What am I doing here? All messages are visible. What's that? All messages. I keep on reading it. That's why I keep on repeating myself. Oh, I'm sorry if anybody dropped in some messages. I freaking can't see them. Oh, here we go. Hide all messages. Show chat. I don't know. I wish I could see the chat, but it disappeared. We're supposed to keep this to under an hour. We're at 51 minutes. Oh man, if anybody dropped any comments, I'm so sorry. They freaking disappear. How do you keep them from disappearing? See, that's something I learned today. Ugh. How do you see the chat? Dang it. Top fans. Sebastian was in here. Cool. Blockchain world. Ah, you were in here, bud. If you said something, I missed it. I'm sorry. My bad. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by the community rules. Yeah, of course. There's a way for it to stay, I know that, or you could just scroll through it. I don't know. Bummer. My son, if anybody came in with some messages, my bad, I missed them. I don't know what I pressed. Okay, we'll mess with it a little bit more tomorrow. Let's finish up. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I got a few more things to go, but I definitely don't want to keep it going longer. I want to stay, like I said, within that whole 45-minute mark. So that's it. I mean, I'm telling you, those definitely, as far as goal setting, that was a huge game changer, because you could, like, anything that you wanna, like, oh man, I want to be able to spoil my wife and buy her anything that she wants. Okay, cool. Anything that she wants, like vacations, diamonds, purses, watches, necklaces, anywhere she wants to go, as all the pets that she wants, like exotic way of taking care of the pets, like live-in vet and all that good stuff, caretaker. Yes, okay, cool. How about not leaving your dirty clothes in the laundry? I'm sorry, not leaving your dirty clothes on the floor in your room or in the bathroom. How about wiping down the suds after you're done taking a shower? How about not making a mess with your toothbrush or leaving a nasty ass mirror when you floss? How about making sure that the recycling is always taken out? How about making sure that like the bed is done whenever you can make it and she's not there? That's all small baby tiny goals that are in the direction of spoiling your wife, of being able to give her whatever she wants. What can you do right now that's in that same direction? Yeah, I want to spoil her with mansions, vacations, and jewelry and everything and anything that she wants. Like, she will not be able to outspend the budget that I give her. She has $10,000 for the month to blow on whatever she wants. She spends $3, she has $15 in there the next day. She didn't even know it. Just because I'm monitoring it and making sure that she has all the disposable money that she wants. Okay, yeah, that's a beautiful, wonderful, big, lofty dream goal. What are you doing today or in the next 3 months? How about putting together, $1,000 that she can blow on whenever she wants in the next 3 months? Here, no questions asked. Do whatever you want with it. Save it, keep it, do whatever. That's something more attainable. It's in the direction of the mansions and the diamonds and all that. Like I said, how about making sure that the laundry or stuff that she does is always taken care of? If you dirty a dish, you wash it. You put it away the way she wants it washed, to her criteria. Maybe she's the one that like dusts. I don't know, Swifters. What about if you Swifter? The way she wants. Not your quick half-ass way, but the way she wants. Hey baby, can you teach me how you Swifter? Because every now and again when I have a chance, I want to knock it out. Oh yeah, cool. And you do it exactly, if not better, than the way that she wants it. That's an obtainable goal. That's in the direction of the big dream goal you have. You start stringing all those days together, guess what's going to happen? Eventually, the conclusion is going to be you are going to get to that big goal that you want for her, from you. But if you can't even do the small goal now, how the fuck are you going to be able to get to step 100 when you haven't even taken step 1 or 2? I bet you if you, this has happened to me, I text step 1, I quickly figure out what step 2 is going to be. Then after step 2, it's like, oh shit, well, maybe I'm not Step 3 doesn't sound too out of reach. I could do it. Well, fuck it, I'll do step 4 and 5. Ooh, that one's a little bit more challenging, but I think I could do it because now step 1 becomes accomplished. Yeah, I do that. That's part of me. Yeah, I do make sure that I never leave clothes on the ground. I do make sure that if I see like a pile of laundry, I get on it right away. And I still fulfill my responsibilities. I don't give some bullshit thing of like, nah, it's because I had to do the laundry, so I wasn't able to do this. That's dumb. Do your responsibilities and then do extra for her. It's already in the direction of spoiling her. You're just not doing the dream goal yet, the mansion, the diamonds, the vacations, the bracelets. You're doing the washing the dishes, swiftering a couple more times, taking the corgi out to pee, beating her to it, asking her to it, asking her if she wants foot rubs, asking her if you could get her anything from the kitchen before you go take a shower, asking her if she needs anything from the store before you come home, despite how tired you are. Especially when you're tired. When it's raining, it's dark, you're tired. I know she doesn't want anything, she just went to the store. Ask anyways. That's why it's called spoiling. That's my talk. I'm not telling you. This is just what I was telling me. And it's in the same direction. It's in line, it's in direction to the big dream goals. All this I learned by doing the inner work, by doing the personal development work, by doing the self-improvement work. So does self-improvement work? Hell yeah, it does. I highly recommend it. Start working on it. Subscribe to the channel. Kick it with me every evening. Ask questions. I'll figure out how to do the chat here. If I don't, comment in the comment section. That's for sure. I know how to operate that. Or shoot me a DM over on Instagram. I'm posting I'm vlogging in my stories. Go kick it with me. Let's become homies. Best way to become homies right here with Mr. Albert Lopez. Subscribe to the channel. It's easy, it's free, and you can get updates every time I drop a video, which is at least once a day. And then I go live once a day. Go follow me on Instagram. You can see what I'm doing all day long. I'm posting on my stories, and I do a regular post too on Reels. And if you want to join my paid community, that's the link in the description. Mr. Albert Lopez Mindset Academy. We start building on that mindset. It's a live call. You could ask me questions, raise your hand, we talk. I'm trying to build the community there. Folks that just want to step it up a little bit and have a few more detailed questions. They just want to talk to me a little bit closer. There's nobody there right now. You could be the first one. Or in due time. Maybe you want a little bit more people to get in there first. It's all good. It'll happen at the perfect time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for kicking it. I'll get at you on the next one.